Hello, hello. All right, we are back tonight with the Dark Light campaign. I just wanted to recap everybody as to where we're going and what we're doing and how that's working right now. And the way that goes, 1 second. There we go. I had to mute the other stream so I don't get confused. When last we left our party, Cross and the Medusa had been left behind. They hadn't come with everybody else as they were following along with Big Hell. Altana had gone back to see if she could find them. And while that was happening, our party was ambushed.
Ah!
They were ambushed as they were following the wagon and the refugees, trying to get their components back. And it was a mage. Well, looked like a mage, looked like an alchemage. It's a woman in robes, and she's got on beautiful gold chains tied to her waistband on a little thing, a couple of goblins and a kobold and a bugbear. And they all look very, for want of a better word, stoned. And along with her, coming up out of the brush, were 5 soldiers bearing the insignia of the same soldiers that they found the dead bodies of in the ransacked camp. Soldiers that belong, we believe, to the Alchemage Thorian, who was the leader of the known world. Everybody had rolled an initiative, and we were just getting ready for everybody to take their first actions. You can't see Big Hell right now because she's in the trees right to the side of you. You knew that that's where she was going, and that was where you guys were running when you were ambushed. And now, as we've painted this picture, we have this brush, we have these bad guys, we have these good guys, and it is now Penny's turn. Penny is currently in the form of a dire wolf.
Rawr.
Okay. Penny, what do you do? Right in.
Yeah, totally. Who do I see first? Can I see anybody any of the people who attacked us?
You can see all of them. The mage is back behind the other 5.
Okay.
By a certain distance.
Okay. How far?
And the 5 have popped up out of the brush like they were laying in wait for you.
Yeah.
And they're only maybe 12, 13, 14 feet away from you. Not very far at all.
Okay. How far?
You could get to them with a charge attack.
Yeah. How far is the mage, the alchemist?
She's a good 25, 30 feet away from you.
Okay. With a charge attack, I
take that back. She's not. She's more like 50 feet away from you.
Perfect, because I can move 50 feet and around, apparently.
Okay.
As a dire wolf.
Can you still attack as well?
I'll get 1 attack. It won't be like a full-on or anything, because that'll just be my full move action with 1 attack. So I'm gonna fucking do that, because I am a little bit not happy about the alchemage thing.
Okay, so now to explain this before you do this.
Yeah.
She's back here.
I know.
These 5 guys are all like this in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 2 of them are going to get an attack of opportunity as you charge straight forward. All right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right.
Sorry, Orkelia. You're on my back. You're coming with me unless you want to dive off. I don't know how this is going to work out.
I'm on your back still?
Yeah. Yep.
We need trumpets, as they charge the battle. Alrighty. So as you're charging, the very first thing, Shauna, what is your armor class?
As a dire wolf, it's a 14.
Okay, one of those blows strikes you.
Mm-hmm.
4, 7 points of damage.
Okay. Got it.
All right. The other one just wipes past you. It comes really close to Orkelia, but it misses.
Rude. Super rude.
And you guys go charging right at the mage.
Yep. And I'm going to
get there, and what do you do?
I'm going to attack. It's a her?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm going to attack her with I can do a bite attack, so I'm going to bite at her with my teeth because I have a thing against alchemages. I don't know why.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Woo!
All right.
Does a nat 20 hit?
Yes, it does. Always.
I rolled well on
and
the
does double
first.
damage.
Oh no.
Good, motherfucker. Sorry, I don't like them. Okay.
Okay.
It's
roll your damage.
2d6 plus 3. Okay, so 10, and then it's just doubled? 20 points of damage!
All right.
Oh, and if it's do humans count as creatures?
No.
Damn it, because if they do, then they'd have to roll a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. God damn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, well, it depends on the thing, but in most things they say creatures are creatures, or they say humanoid for humanoid. So I will then say, okay, there you go. You two are up close and personal with an alchemage.
Yep.
Alrighty, next is Big Hell. You guys are standing there, and what you see, well, Grim, what you see are, ooh, nice, 2 arrows come flying out of the brush to the head and the side of you, and they hit one of the soldiers square in the chest. One of them does, one's a little bit off, but they both hit. They both do a fair piece of damage. Give me 1 second. All right. He looks fairly injured, but he is not down yet. Next is Altana. Altana Darkness. You went back for a bit, and you went and looked, and you can't find him and stuff in it. You're like, okay, I can keep looking, or I can go back to the people where I know where they are and stick together. Cross knows his way around in the woods. He can find us when he's ready. And so you kind of headed back, and you arrive just as this is happening. You see on one side of this little wooded track, Grim standing there by himself, Aramiel also standing there. You just saw 2 arrows come flying out of the brush and up higher a little bit, like maybe she's up in a tree to the side of those people, and hit on the other side. You have this female mage that seems to be, you're pretty sure it's a mage from the dress and stuff like that, and you're pretty sure it's an alchemage because of the creatures, the components that are chained to her. Stepping back, she stepped back behind everybody a ways, and in front of her are 5 armed soldiers getting ready to charge at our party. You see Penny with Orkelia hanging for dear life on her back over at the mage, where she's just seems to have struck her because the mage has a nice little claw mark across her.
Yeah. You saw Penny go like bounding through and like pushing the other guys and like, fuck these people, I'm bound. Yeah, that was pretty much it. All in wolf.
Do I recognize her? Penny as a direwolf? Yeah, she's the same as when you left.
Yeah. Oh no, do I recognize the alchemage?
The alchemage? Roll me a knowledge check.
Ooh.
14 plus my, hold on. Knowledge is insight? What's?
Yes.
So it's 21.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, because all of the main, there's 3 tiers of alchemages that you're aware of. Mm-hmm. She's from the 2nd tier. She's not the top tier or the bottom tier. She's right in the middle. Her name is Genevieve. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't have her own principality yet. But from everything that you guys have heard about her, you've never met her before, but you've seen her in the distance at the parades and things, that she's actually quite ambitious. And a lot of people were taking bets as to how long it would take her to make it up to the next level of alchemage. Okay?
Okay, and so from where I am, I can see Grim and Aramiel. Mm-hmm. And I say to them, step behind me.
Okay, they'll have to move quite a bit to do that, but they can. You're close enough as you come back around that, because you guys were all attacked as you came around a bend. Mm-hmm. That's how they were able to jump you. Mm-hmm. And so as you come around the bend, and they can now see you, so you shout that. What do you do for your action?
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Nice.
And see if I can get as close as I can to her and figure out what's going on.
Okay. Pass Without Trace doesn't make you invisible. What it does is it makes it so you don't leave any tracks. So they'll still see you. It's just if anybody was tracking you, they wouldn't be able to.
Oh, well, that's not what I thought would happen.
Unfortunately. What the spell that you would want for that would be an invisibility.
Right, which I do not have. Okay, so I'm gonna just go for it and progress to back up Penny, and with my dagger in hand, run forward as far as I can.
Okay, so if you do a charge attack, you can get one shot off instead of two, but you can't throw a spell. But you can go, I believe your double movement, and your movement's 30 feet, right? So yes, you can do that. You can charge in there and try and strike at the mage. However, from the way that the fan is out there, one of the, as you're coming up along the side here, one of the soldiers will get an attack of opportunity on you. What is your armor class?
13.
All right, it does indeed hit for a whole whopping 8 points. All right. Now you get to roll your attack on Genevieve.
You're going down, motherfucker! Sorry. Penny's internal dialogue.
So, it's 15. What do I add to that? It's
your strength.
Oh, yeah, it's 17.
Okay, that will indeed hit her. Roll your damage. $10. Okay. Alrighty. And now it is Genevieve's turn. Okay. What she does is steps back 5 feet, which makes the goblins and everything that gets their chains get taut, and they step back. This close, you can see that they do definitely look like they are perhaps drugged or something. Their eyes are glassy, and they're not really responding to what's going on around them. Okay. She's looking directly at you, Altana. And then she turns and looks directly at you, Orkilia. And then she glances back at, you're not sure if it's Grim or Ramiel, but one of the two. And the dagger that's in her hand, you didn't realize there was a dagger. It's just like there. You're not sure why. And she starts saying words. And she actually slashes at one of the goblin's ears and takes it off. And that blood, as it's dripping in her hand, she squeezes it, as she finishes her word, and throws it on the ground. And you three don't see what's happening because you're looking at her. But Grim and Aramiel and Big Hell see that 4 of the 5 Thorian soldiers begin to change. They begin to polymorph. If any of you knew that word, but you don't. And all of a sudden, they look like you guys. Orkilia, Altana, Aramiel, and even Big Hell.
But they don't smell like us!
Strangely, the last one, because there are 5 of them, does not change into either Grim or Penny. Interesting. So what is your current hit points, guys?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
30.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
But not either of us.
Not either of you, yeah.
Oh, so I don't have to worry about it. Never mind. I'm good.
Yeah.
For now.
My current hit points are 25.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
How about you, Darkness?
9.
9. Oh. Well, this is both good and bad, right?
Yeah, we didn't get to rest, did we?
No, you did not.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if this counts as a rest.
No, sadly no, because you were in combat. Okay, and then she's looking at you, and she speaks. She does not retreat. She doesn't leave. She just stepped back that 5 feet to do her spell, and she speaks at you guys and says, "You don't want to do this. You want to run."
She stole what I was going to do.
Okay, and that's what she says. You don't want to do this. You want to run. And now it is Aramiel's turn. And since Ramiel is not here right now, is one of you comfortable with playing Aramiel?
I can try if nobody else wants to.
All right.
As long as we're only playing combat and not trying to play his role.
Well, and that's exactly. I think combat is the only place that I would allow that.
No, don't worry. I would not try and play him in. Do you want?
I do love the idea that the way we have to play him is, oh no, he turns around and just runs away.
What she could do, except now you have to fight another Aramiel.
Oh god. Grim, do you feel more comfortable playing? I've never played a paladin before, so I don't know how well I would do.
I can play a paladin. I just I don't have his stuff, so
yeah, it's on the Diced Thespians D&D Beyond. However, I'll just do this, okay? Ramiel pulls out his sword and shouts, "I don't think so, lady," and charges into the fray. However, he doesn't get to the lady. He actually charges the copy of himself. Maybe he thinks that that's the most dangerous one. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? But maybe he just thinks it's a doppelganger. I don't know. He charges the one that looks like himself, and he strikes at it. He actually gets... All right, and he hits for 1d8 plus 11, 1d10 plus 11. He hits once of the twice that he was able to swing now at 6th level for 25 points of damage.
God damn.
Well then.
Yeah. However, the soldier that is Aramiel, the Aramiel soldier, doesn't look all that injured with that much damage. Next, it is Orkilia's turn.
So Orkilia's been laying relatively flat on top.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh no.
What is it with Orkilia and writing things?
Hey, I was trying to let her take a nap and it just didn't work out, okay?
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're welcome.
So I think at this point she's finally just raised her head, and as soon as she raised her head was when she started seeing creatures in front of her turn into her friends
and her,
which is weird. She might be into it. She doesn't know. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
She's like,
but she looks at the alchemage who had just spoken to her about wanting to leave.
Yeah.
And her response is, "You want to call off your fighters, protect us, and answer truthfully to any questions we have." So she's got to make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, fail that wisdom save, lady. God damn it.
God, I hope.
I'm cursing her in my dire wolf brain right now.
Come on, natural one. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
So what is the DC? Her wisdom save was 17.
God damn it.
Damn it.
So she made it.
Fucking wizard.
Well, tried.
Huh?
It was worth a shot.
What did you try to throw?
It was going to be suggestion.
Got it.
But really, what she did was like someone told her someone told her what to do, so she turned around to tell somebody else what to do.
Right. I was like, no, honey, you don't tell me what to do. This goes the other way.
Yeah.
I like it. Orkilia's showing a little bit of her sass.
Tanya, do you see that Rob is asking to get let in?
I do not.
Oh, shit.
I was looking over at the other documents. Rob can play his own character now.
Yay! Aramiel!
Yay! We knew he was going to be here. We have nearly a full house today for the first time in a little while.
Oh, we're so
which
close.
is nice. We are so close. Okay, Aramiel, let me tell you really quick what's happening. You just missed your turn.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. The last game.
You got hit by yourself.
You guys were ambushed by what looks like an alchemage and 5 of Thorian's soldiers. Penny and Orkilia on her back charged into battle to strike at the alchemage, who is 60 feet beyond where you guys were. The soldiers are just like 10, 12, 15 feet away from you, depending on where they are in their half circle. And they did do some damage. But then the alchemage, and Altana came back. She came back from looking for Cross. Good timing on her part, you kind of think. And she also charged in and stabbed at the lady and did some damage. Then the alchemage stepped back, said something that you couldn't hear from where you are, sliced off with a knife that just seemed to kind of come out of nowhere, sliced off the ear of one of the goblin components that she has chained to her, and cast a spell. And 4 of the 5 of the Thorian soldiers changed shape. One of them became you. One of them became darkness. One of them became Orkilia. And one of them became Big Hell. One of them just stayed as a Thorian soldier and oddly enough didn't change into either Penny or Grim. You charged forward and attacked, knowing that it's the most dangerous one, and attacked the one that looks like you. So you are currently fighting yourself. Okay, and we'll get back around to your initiative, which you guys all rolled at the last game.
Okay.
Yes, but now it is, Orkilia, you can do a move action, or we can move on to Grim.
I think she'll just like reposition herself on top of Penny, so she's like a little more down there.
Yeah, like, you're like,
So
I'm gonna like
still riding.
balance.
It's not a cat this time.
It
It's
has
a dire wolf.
in the past. So far, it's worked out 2 out of the 3 times. So we're gonna figure this out.
All right, Grim, what do you do?
Okay, whichever one of the soldiers that is closest to me, I don't care if it's one of the ones that changed, but the one that's closest, which one would that be?
Okay, let me just roll a really quick little die here.
Okay.
That would be the one that looks like Orkilia.
Okay, I'm attacking that one with my elemental blast.
All right. Describe to me what that does.
That envelops the target in flames.
Okay.
And it will do 2d10 plus 4 damage.
Are there any saves or reflex saves or anything?
It's a to hit. It's a
Just a
spell attack.
Okay, spell attack. So roll me your attack.
It's an 18.
Okay, that definitely hits.
That definitely hits.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, in that case, enjoy 13 damage.
Okay, it bursts. She bursts into flame, and this half orc that you have known for just a short time, but the one you've known longest of any of these people here, screams in Orkilia's voice in pain as it burns, and then looks at you with absolute hate in its eyes.
Oh no.
This is magic, I know that.
This is creepy. This is creepy is what this
But
is.
it definitely looks
I can see her.
pretty burned. Yes, you can see Orkilia right past on Penny's back. Now, if they got close, though,
She's looking.
it might be confusing. Yeah,
Well, now this one's singed.
yeah.
I know
That's a good way to tell them apart.
Yes,
One has like curly burned hair. Alrighty, and now.
Oh my God! Wait, no, I'm sorry. She hasn't seen that she has curly hair now. The thing that just appeared has bright curly hair.
That's the same as exactly what you look like right this second, Orkelia.
There's a lot to process real fast.
Right.
Also, Grim will back up 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that gives the thing an attack of opportunity.
Oh, it was right on top of me? I thought it was 10 feet away.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, you're fine. And so you're 20 feet away now. Yes. Mm-hmm. You're right. You didn't do like the others. You didn't run up and hit it. You did your little aggy gabby. Alrighty.
Some of us weren't given the choice.
Yeah. Okay, back to the top of the round, Penny.
All right. I am going to... I know the lady just said something, but I'm going to try and do a full bite attack where my goal is to rip out her throat if I can.
Okay, you'd have to get a full crit for that.
Please, God, yes. Please, Dice.
And then she would get a save because she is a lot higher than your level.
I don't care. I will kill her. Sorry. What?
Orkelia has regrets for having a knowledge.
No.
Yeah,
like,
you will see. Penny is like Penny is dire wolf. She's starting to get kind of. I don't know. There's something going on there emotionally for this wolf here. She's not liking this. She's very hyper focused on only this person.
Okay.
So I rolled 18. Not a crit, but I tried.
Okay.
I rolled 13 plus 5. Does that hit?
13 plus 5, yes, that does indeed hit.
Yes. Okay, so that is again. Come on, motherfucker, I'm gonna eat your face off. 6, 8, 9, 12. 12 points of damage.
Minus 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And anybody who is within 5 feet of her, because I am a direwolf, I have pack attack, or pack tactics, which means you get to roll on advantage. As long as you are within 5 feet of her.
Which would be Altana and Orkelia.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and now because the Thorians, by the way, did not get their attack last turn because they changed.
Yeah.
But what I did forget is that one of them didn't change. That one gets an attack. So I'm going to do that before we move on really quick.
That's fine.
That's fine. That one is going to turn around and let's see, which one of you? Altana. That was the one that gave you actually the attack of opportunity. It's going to turn around. It's following you. He's following you, and he will strike at you. What is your armor class?
13.
All right, he misses.
Good.
So he strikes at you once. All right, moving on. Big Hal. Big Hal, still firing from cover. Oh my God. Rolls a 1.
No! Don't
This
hit
person
me
with this
instead.
very high thing. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh God.
Oh, Rob. One arrow just whiffs off into God knows what. One arrow, it looked like it was trying to hit your simulacrum, but instead, it strikes right next to your foot, grazing it for 1 point of damage with her 1.
Ah!
So this arrow comes out from nowhere. Ow. Okay. And now it is. So both of her arrows missed. You're going to hear some rattling in the bush, and for her move action, she's actually going to come down out of her tree, and she is now actually right behind you, Grim, opposite of the rest of them. Darkness, it is your turn.
Okay, who is closest to the Alchemage at this point?
Penny and Orkelia.
Penny and Orkelia.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
well, and you're right there too. So you're all striking distance.
And how far behind us is Aramiel with all his armor and weapons?
Well, Aramiel is about another 20 feet, 25 feet away from the.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I look at Penny and I wink at her. And I, as my action, give her the blessing of the trickster.
Ooh.
Okay.
What does that do?
And what does that do?
It gives her an advantage on dexterity and stealth for 1 hour.
Ooh.
Okay, so any dex things you try to do, including stealth, you get advantage on. Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Okay, so do you move? You have a move action left. Nope, you stay right there. All right. Next would be Aramiel.
Well, hey, so I'm currently fighting myself.
Yeah, you're currently fighting yourself. You
How
can
does that make
keep
you
fighting
feel?
yourself, or you can change targets. But if you do that, they will get an attack of opportunity, most likely.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep beating me up.
Okay.
And,
All right.
Because who
somebody go
better?
ahead. Yeah, exactly. It's a very Leo thing of me, you know. However, I got a 13 on my attack.
Well, what's your armor class?
It's way high, 23.
Yeah, it does not hit. You go kink. That's the problem with fighting yourself, and you realize that whatever armor that is that it's wearing right now seems like it's real for the moment.
Okay, well then, in that case, can I still do another thing? Can I cast something really quick?
No, you did your strike, you did your attack. Now, at 6th level, do you get 2 strikes per round? No, I believe you do.
Thank you.
Oh, I think you guys are absolutely right. Yeah, I knew that.
Well, you just got it, and this is your first time doing something at 6th level. All right, so you can strike again, and you can do a move action.
Sweet. And I get... Oh, wait, hang on. And I think I get advantage. No, that's against... Never mind. Disregard. I got a 14.
Okay, yeah, that does not hit you. So, you miss yourself twice.
Okay.
You can do a move action if you want to disengage and move away, or charge at somebody else, or you can keep fighting yourself.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep fighting myself. And take care of Baker Ramiel.
Yeah, so make sure that you don't hurt anybody else, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
And now it is Archelia's turn.
So mechanically, what I'm doing is Tasha's mind whip.
Okay.
Basically what I'm doing, holding on for dear life.
Right.
As Penny just tries to maul this bitch.
Yeah.
So
She's
in
like
my
foaming at
mind,
the
it's
mouth.
very much a like, we didn't ask for this. We have nothing to do with this. Please leave us alone.
Right.
Anyway, she's got to take a intelligence save.
Okay, at what DC?
14.
Okay, let's see what happens. (10 + 5), she rolled a 15. I'm sorry. She's got really good saves. Well, those saves. She's a mage.
Yeah.
That does nothing. I will continue to hold on for dear life and curse her with every ounce of breath I have.
Okay. All of a sudden, Orkilia just starts swearing a blue streak. Every curse in every language that she knows.
We were just trying to get through. You're such a bitch.
Penny,
What the hell's going on?
Penny
All right,
is
now
like,
it's Grim's turn.
Penny
You've
is
never
like
heard this before, right?
Penny's like hearing these as she's attacking, and she's filing them away for later use.
I remember. Yeah, roll me an intelligence check, Penny, to see how many you actually remember.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of yes.
19 on the dice.
A what?
19 on the dice.
Okay,
My
yeah,
dice
you
are
remember
being good
almost all of
today.
them. So
You
you
learned
two
a lot of new words.
yeah, I know a
today.
lot
Yes.
of words. All right.
Yes.
Grim, what do you do?
Grim goes right back on the attack at the singed Orkilia.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And again,
The same thing?
same thing, elemental blast. And
All right.
Fire.
Okay.
And I rolled another 11, so 18 again.
All right. That does indeed hit again.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I am doing it. Oh, Oh, this is much better. So it's 20 damage.
Okay. Orkelia,
Yeah.
once again, screams in agony as the flames burn, and you see her flesh start to peel back, and one of the eyes starts to turn white and milky, and then it explodes inside its eye socket, and her really pretty clothing just bursts into flame. The hair is gone, and after just a few moments of screaming, Orkelia's body falls to the ground lifeless.
How does that make you feel?
Not great. This is really uncomfortable.
And yeah, and it still looks like her, only dead. It doesn't change when it died.
That was that good?
No, yes, I don't know.
I don't.
She's like, I'm a little conflicted right now.
I don't feel so good.
Aw.
I kind of don't want you to feel good about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it does not feel good. You just killed your friend. You knew it was not your friend in your brain, but emotionally it still felt like it. There's trauma you're going to have to process later.
Lots of guilt. Let it eat at you. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, and now, do you have take a move action?
No.
No, you're going to stay over here where Big Hell can be back. Yeah.
His move action is this.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't feel good, Orkelia. You could hear the screaming and right behind you. I don't know if you glanced at all or not, but if you glanced at all.
I think she glanced for a second because hearing yourself scream like that is a little unnerving.
Yeah,
And as soon as the eye popped out, it was a lot of no.
Oh, God.
Nope.
I'm good.
Nope. All right. Now it is the Thorian's turn. And we'll have the first one go. Aramiel strikes at Aramiel.
23 armor class.
But you're fighting yourself.
I know.
Oh, God. That means they have 23 armor class. Fuck.
There's going to be a bunch of ding, ding.
We'll just let them go at it.
Yes, it is. And that's exactly what happens. He strikes at you twice. Oh.
Don't.
One
no.
hits.
Oh.
One is a 20. The other one, whoof, right past you. But one does actually hit. How much damage do you do, Aramiel?
I mean, you tell me.
What you notice.
Roll your damage dice and let us know how badly you hurt yourself.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, whatever.
No, that's not how that works.
Do I actually roll the damage for me?
No.
Okay.
Tanya will roll. You just.
I'm rolling.
I was joking around. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what I was making.
Okay.
Awesome.
You take 13 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Thought it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Yep.
Okay. Then he actually disengages. He steps back 5 feet and turns to look at where they're attacking the mage.
Wait, do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he only went 5 feet.
Okay.
This time.
Okay.
So the next, Orkelia is dead. Dun, dun, dun. But Darkness. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. It comes back behind you, and it strikes actually at which one? Which one of you does it strike? Since it was not engaged. 3. All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm going through lots of different sheets all at once. All right, Altana, what is your most damaging spell? Let's take a look at that.
Oh no.
God.
Uh-oh.
I hit the wrong one.
All right.
That's fair, actually. Yeah, there's not a lot.
Mhm. So that one reaches out to touch you, Darkness. What is your armor class?
13.
Okay. Okay, well, this is a touch attack, so this is without armor. What is your armor class without armor? It's 10 plus your dexterity bonus.
Oh, that's 10.
Okay. He rolled a 19 on the dice.
Motherfucker.
So darkness reaches out and touches darkness and caresses you, much like with your own character, like how you would do it, and does cause wounds for 18 points of damage. Which I believe makes you go unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And almost dead. You'll be like 1 hit point from death.
Well, she actually has death saving throws for 5e.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. And this is the first time we've gotten to use this, so we get to finally figure it out.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
That's our healer, and I only have 10 points left on Leon.
Yeah, it's not great.
But you can bring her back.
Yeah, exactly. So now I can't cast Bless on you lovely people in the meantime, because I only have 1 spell slot left.
It's alright.
You have lay on hands left?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. After you reach 0 hit points, you fall unconscious, becoming incapacitated. You start making death saves every round. All right.
All right. Who's next?
Now, it is the one that looks like Big Hell. And Big Hell, who is also not engaged right now, she turns, and you're not sure if it's because the simulacrum takes on the personality, or if it's just the one that makes sense. But Big Hell turns and fires 2 arrows at Orkelia.
Listen, I already died today.
It sucks, doesn't it? This just sucks. All right, what's your armor class, Orkelia?
15. I think, hold on, I'm 90% sure. Yeah, 15.
Okay, 1 hits you, 1 does not hit you. So 1 arrow goes psh, and 1 hits you right in the back. In the back!
Big.
Yeah, and it hits you and it hurts like a son of a bitch, and you take 15 points of damage.
Ouch. Fucker.
Not gonna go well, guys.
Yeah. So what are you at now?
10.
10. So, okay. But you're still up. You're still going. You're still fighting. Okay.
Okay.
And then last but not least, the one that is not shaped like anybody.
An individual, you say?
Yeah, an individual, you say, that had come up and attacked Penny last time is going to attack Penny again.
Bring it on, buddy. Attack
All right.
my nice
What is
furry
your-
wolf tail.
It rolled a 17.
It hit
Or
me. Yeah.
he rolled a 17 and he hits.
Yeah, he hit me.
For a really crappy blow of 8 points of damage.
Okay. I'm doing good. Doing good.
All right, but now Genevieve has been holding her action. And she turns and looks at each of you. And she speaks a word. She doesn't take a component part this time. And you're not sure why. Maybe it's there's concentration issues and stuff because she's been hit several times, this whatever. But she does speak a spell. And all of you need to make me, everybody within 30 feet of her needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. I'm gonna get advantage because fuck yeah.
I'm good. 22.
22?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know I'm good. I rolled 18
Yeah, right?
plus
I'm hoping good.
I'm out of range.
21.
Okay, and you're out of range, as was Big Al.
Yeah. All
right.
21.
11.
Thank you for being a very dexterous wolf. So.
Okay. So what happens is she speaks a word and she holds out her hand. And all of a sudden, a ball of fire forms there. She throws it at her feet.
Okay.
And you are all enveloped in a fireball. Those of you who made your save at a DC 16, which is all of you, I think, but Altana, actually take half damage.
Okay.
But you are all enveloped in a fireball. Your first, you've seen George throw one, but it wasn't, it was cool, but it wasn't like this. This fireball, it's like the plains of hell opened right on top of you. And surprisingly, the people that she is, all of the Thorian soldiers that turned to help her, which means all of them except for Ramiel, are also enveloped in the fire.
No loyalty.
Only one of them made its save. All right, you guys, are you ready?
Ready. Also, because she threw a spell in within 5 feet of me, I get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, we'll do that after you take your damage and we see if you live.
Sounds good. Oh, I'll live. I'll be fine.
Please live.
Please live.
16, 17.
I don't like how much you're counting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
But you're doing a lot of counting.
Math is dangerous.
Is there any minuses in there?
5, 36. There's 2 ones.
Small favors.
Only 45 points of damage. Have that for
Okay.
those who made their saves.
Okay.
Which means only one of the Thorians close by made their save, but because they took their hit points from you, they are not doing very well. So at the end of this, the fire, let me describe what happens, okay? The fire comes shooting down. She throws it on the ground. It explodes. It's like hell opened up right here. You can't even see anything for the strength and the intensity of the fire in this place, okay? You see Big Hell caught in the fire, screaming as she is burned to a crisp and falls as just a corpse crumbled and blackened on the ground. You
Evil
see,
Big Hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. You see the Simulacrum of Darkness do the same thing. Screams and yells and falls into a small crumble of blackened ash on the ground, hand outstretched as if to try and do a healing spell or something, but there was no time. Right? The one that didn't change at all also screams and falls blackened because it was so injured. So the only one of the Thorians still standing is Ramiel over fighting you because he was not caught. Or he actually made his save. So those of you who made your save, you get to take 21 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 22 points of damage.
Okay.
Those of you who did not make your save get to take 44 points of damage.
Okay.
So, darkness, that's a lot of damage. Your body is there dead and burned.
Yeah.
I don't know how death saving throws work with such epic damage below 0.
It turns out she died right under a rock that possibly protected her body.
So you have to roll me a death saving throw. I'm looking at the rules here. This is the first time I've used this. If you roll me a natural 20, something happens, and you manage to just survive. But it has to be a natural 20.
Nope, 15.
Okay. Altana, you see Altana Darkness burned to a crisp, crumbling just like the others in a blackened husk on the ground at your feet. The smell of burning flesh is horrific. And the mage is surprisingly untouched. And she looks you, Orkilia, because it's hard to get any emotion across to a bear or a dire wolf, a wolf. So she looks at you because you're there looking right at her, burned and damaged. And she says, that's the smallest I can do. And she does not run yet. But she is looking fairly damaged.
So, I just want to clarify, is Darkness dead or no?
Darkness is dead, but she's also cleric, so we'll see what happens.
Dead-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dead.
she's dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead. Okay. And now we're at the top of the round. Penny, it is your turn again.
Okay.
You just watched one of your friends die for real. And a lot of people who look like people that you loved die for real.
Okay.
And this mage took it and said, that's the smallest thing I could do. Now, whether she's lying or telling the truth, you don't know. But she doesn't, even though she's fairly damaged right now, she doesn't look afraid.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking up something and I haven't quite.
Yeah, and the Thorian that was hitting you
Wait.
is also burned
I get
and
my
dead.
attack of opportunity from her throwing that spell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do.
So I'm
You
going
do.
to take
and
that.
how much damage? Because you took 22 points of damage. How many hit points are you at now?
I am now at 52.
Oh, nice.
This is one of the
last
benefits
thing
of being a
Altana
druid.
did before she died was give you some
Yeah,
candies.
Yeah,
yeah.
you gave
That
me
extra, that nice little dexterity save right there.
Yeah.
Save your ass.
Well, also, so I'm going to do my attack of opportunity, which will be a bite,
Okay.
as a direwolf, and then after, so that's kind of, the attack of opportunity will happen at the same time as her throwing the spell, which technically, I think it means that she has, I don't know for sure, but doesn't she have to roll a concentration save?
For
Does
her
it matter?
as an
I don't know.
alchemage, they have a slightly different set of rules. That's
Okay.
why she did not throw an alchemage spell.
Okay,
Is because of the concentration track need.
okay. So I got a 18 plus 5.
This is a new class for those of you who are new that I've developed. It has some negatives, but it also has some pretty big positives. The alchemage class. To take it as a mage character, just while she's looking up her numbers, I'll say that you have to already be a level 10 mage before you can even start taking it. And it will create some limitations to what normal spells you can cast.
Okay.
And there's a limitation to what alchemical spells you can cast because you need life components.
Okay. Well,
All right.
does a 18 plus 5 hit?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm going to roll my dice to please do fucking damage so I can fucking kill the bastard. Yeah. okay. 14 points of damage
All right.
for my attack of opportunity. And now for my actual turn, I'm going
Yep.
to, because she has successfully gone through all of my direwolf hit points, I am now back to Penny, which means, Orkilia, you are thrown unceremoniously down onto the ground. I'm sorry.
I was already thrown.
Oh,
when
that's
we
true.
get to me, you'll see, because technically I died, but I didn't. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't scare me like that.
When we get to me, we'll figure out.
Right.
Okay. Okay. And I am going to cast Flame Blade, which evokes
Okay.
a fiery blade in my free hand, and I'm going to attack her with it.
Okay.
And it's going to shed bright light within 10-foot radius, which...
All right. So you cast the spell. Can you attack with it the same round you cast it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, I got a natural 20!
Nice.
rolling well today.
Right. That
This is
does some
awesome.
good damage right there.
Sorry, I'm very happy. I'm rolling well
Okay.
today. And then it is 3d6 fire damage.
It's Shauna's night.
Well, just this moment. I'm sure I'm gonna fail horribly at something later. Fucking hell! Okay, so 11, 16 plus 7, so 16 plus 7. And then double that. What's 16 plus 7?
That would be
22? 23?
Double it, so it'd be 46.
Yep, 46 points of fucking fire damage, motherfucker!
Okay, well, she is fire resistant, as we saw with the fireball, so she
I
takes
don't care.
half.
That's
but
fine.
That's still 23.
Yeah.
And she looks actually really hurt.
And she gets to see an elf in front of her,
Her clothing is singed. It left a nice gash across her. And now that she sees you and what you are,
she can see the rage in my eyes as I'm like glaring buckets of daggers.
And now it is Big Hell's turn.
Give her hell.
And you hear Big Hell screaming back there. It's not even words. You can tell, Grim, that she is so angry and maybe frightened, but it's manifesting as anger, whatever this is. She is so angry as she's behind you that the words that she's screaming don't even make any sense. It's just like sound anymore. It's all run together in just desperate anger. And she's going to fire 2 arrows directly at the Alchemage.
Awesome.
And they both hit.
Go.
Hey.
4. Ding. All right, so here's what you see. The Alchemage Penny looks at you. Her eyes get big, and she says, "A component who can cast spells? That can't be. Thorian needs to know." And she raises her hands like she's going to do something. It's not her turn, so it's just that start of that motion. You're not sure what it's going to do. Is she going to run? Is she going to get away? Is she going to tell people about you? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then 2 arrows from a scream. You haven't even been paying attention to the screen, because you're so focused on the battle right in front of your face with this thing that has tormented you for hundreds of years. 2 arrows, just like bullseyes, come flying out from behind you. In fact, one of them goes right past your head as you're standing. Yeah, doesn't hit you, but it goes right past your head. This is a hell of a shot. And hits her right in the forehead. And another one comes right past you, Orkelia, as you're standing right there next to her. It's right between you, and it comes and it hits her right in the chest. And she looks shocked. And she looks surprised, and she says no, and she tries to do something.
I'm staring her right in the eyes
as you see the life leave her eyes.
And the last thing she sees is just a very slow.
Yeah.
as she slowly sinks to the ground, but not all the way to the ground, because her weight is being held up by the chains holding her to these very unresponsive components.
Yeah.
And now it is Aramiel's turn.
Oh yeah, you're still fighting yourself.
You're an ass.
Hey. Wait, is he still Aramiel? Is he still me? Is he still...
Actually, the moment that she dies, he changes. And the ones on the ground, the one that still don't look like burned husks, also change the moment she dies, not the moment they die. And all of a sudden, you see a Thorian soldier there looking at you.
Like,
he looks tired. He looks frustrated. He's been slogging in the swamp for God knows how long. I mean, he's a recruit. He's a guy, just, but he's right there. And he's got a sword.
My guy.
And he's been attacking you.
I mean, but he's no longer me.
He's no longer you.
So I'm going to point my sword down at him. I'm going to say, "Oh, we finished."
nice.
All right. Roll me a persuasion check or an intimidation check, whichever one you feel is going to be better. It's a charisma roll.
Oh, wait. Charisma? Dude, I got charisma out the wazoo. Natural 20 on the dice.
Oh, my God.
Yes!
The guy looks at you. He looks over his shoulder at the now dead Alchemage, which is something he's probably never seen before, because they don't die for hundreds of years. And he drops his sword and backs away. He says, "I'm sorry, man. Orders and all,
All right. And so I have 10 points left in Lay on of Hands.
Uh-huh.
Where's everybody at with health? What can I do? I know I can split up 5 and 5 if it.
Darkness is
Yeah. Oh, okay, all right. So so then I run over to Orkilia.
Okay, so
right?
Dark.
okay,
Yeah.
so but before you do that,
Aren't you the
Orkilia
one
said
that's-
she had a trick going on. So Orkilia said, "Tell him what's going on with you right now."
Sort of. So when the spell hit us all, or the fire hit us all, Orkilia fell off of Penny, hit the ground, blacked out, darkness, nothing. All of a sudden, opens her eyes. Oh, that sucked. And then turns around and immediately runs over to Altana. Again, mechanically, she has no idea that any of this is happening. But mechanically, I can drop to 0 and go back to up to 1.
Yeah.
Nice. That's one of your feats, right? Yeah, I love that feat.
So it's a matter, now it's a DM question of if I do any kind of healing on darkness, will that help or no?
Not at this point. She is, she's a Krispy Kreme. But you see that Orkilia seems to be at barely alive and up. Heramiel kind of staggering. Penny
looks
also
fine.
looks pretty heavily wounded.
Nope, Penny looks absolutely fine.
Oh, that's right, because of the direwolf thing.
That's one of the best parts about
Altana is a blackened body, which if you're not careful might get mixed up with the other blackened bodies that are there. You can't really tell which one's her so much because the fire was so intense.
I'm standing next to her because that was my goal.
Okay. And so you can go over and do a laying on of hands.
Yeah. Okay. To Orkilia, who has 1 hit point.
Yeah, that's great. It's so great.
Yeah, sweet deal. Yeah, let's do that.
And you don't have to roll it, you just touch her. Ramiel comes over and he touches you.
Yeah,
well, she is looking at the dead body and doing the oh no. Oh my god.
What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah, so, a friendly hand on the shoulder isn't going to be like, fucking touch me. It's going to be like,
yeah. I'm crying. Okay.
Yeah.
And how many points do you give her of your laying on of hands?
I have 10 points left, so we're going to do all
10 to you. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Wish I could do more.
Altana. Well, I'll get to you in just a moment. Everybody, we go out of initiative now that the fight is over. You've got one soldier sitting there.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure he stays there.
Mm-hmm. And he's dropped his sword. He's surrendered.
Yeah, you're damn right.
You have 4 components standing there on their fine gold chains, hooked to a belt that this woman is wearing around her waist. Several blackened bodies and Big Hell will start to come up a little ways, but she's not coming all the way to the alchemage. Instead, she's got her bow drawn, and it's like she's watching in case there's more. Mm-hmm. She clearly thinks there's more somewhere, and she's been following them for a little bit. So,
Penny's gonna take her flame blade that she still has, and she's going to cut the chain so that the body just falls, and then she's gonna kick it, and then she's gonna go and grab the chain and just kind of start checking on them, because
you actually try to cut the chain, and you cannot.
Not with the magic flame blade. It's magic, isn't it? Fuck, I hate these things.
But the belt, unlike your manacles, if you're looking at it, doesn't seem to have the same kind of blocks like you had when you were the imprisoned component of an alchemage.
Okay.
Wait, is it still... Can I do a thing?
You're out of initiative, so you can all do a thing.
Okay. Can I go loot the alchemage's body?
Absolutely. Ramiel comes and starts feeling up this dead woman.
And while you're doing that, Penny's just kicking her with her scarred foot,
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go.
I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, you guys. This is
just murder hoboing. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm really upset. All right. I want to know who she works for. I want to know where her, if she has any notes on her. If there's anything they're saying, hey, go find this group of troubadours. What does she have on her? No.
The stuff that she has on her, she has the belt, which gonna have to figure out how to get off. She has 5 rings. You don't know how many of them are magic though, at the moment.
Take them. Take them.
Yeah. There you go.
She has a very fine necklace and a diadem. Also, you don't know if they're magic, but they're certainly worth money. Her robe was fine, but now it's cut to pieces and clawed to pieces. And there's a pouch.
Okay. Well, yeah,
But everybody had that with COVID.
Yeah.
yeah.
What, clothing cut to pieces?
So I can use, without using a spell slot, define, sense, detect good and evil. Can I use that on all of her stuff to make sure that I'm not about to get cursed by ripping off 5 rings?
That won't detect curse.
Oh.
Only if it's an intelligent thing that can have an alignment.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna take the pouch and the rings and.
All right.
All the things.
So you got a pouch, 5 rings, diadem.
Yeah. Where's Osbodoof when you need him?
Yeah, dead back there. Dead. Necklace, and a belt with chains, 2 components.
So while he's doing that, and I'm panicking over a very...
Hey,
A very dead friend, yeah.
I'm pretending I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, Penny was so focused on...
Like, just...
You had to have seen it. You came over and healed me.
Did I know it was all Tawny yet, though? I haven't looked around to see it. Yeah, I mean...
Because it's really burned, but
no,
maybe...
I'm trying to give myself an excuse. Otherwise, I would have been over there crying too. But I was like, I'm going to go loot this body. And Rainbow's not a dickhead.
Trying to give myself an excuse of being a
yeah, you're being a dickhead. No, you know who that is. You know who that is. You saw it happen behind you.
But, there's nothing you can do, so I get it.
What if I put all 5 of these rings on her and it brings her back to life? You know?
Well, and nobody's looked in the potion in the back yet either. There could be potions. Who knows?
Okay,
Grim, what are you doing?
I was about to say, Grim puts his hand ever so forcefully on the guy that's sitting on the ground on his shoulder, and he'll lean in and whisper into his ear, "If you don't tell them everything, I'll eat you."
He says cannibalism's illegal, dude.
I don't think he cares.
And
That's just the look.
Grim, with no expression, just stares into his eyes. Like,
okay,
like a meal.
Roll me an intimidate check.
Okay.
To just see how big his reaction is.
It's an 18.
All right, he pees himself. He starts shaking. He's like, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything. Just please spare me, okay? And I'll tell you, I can't go back to them because they'll do as bad. So nobody will ever know. It'll be great. Just let me go.
As he's doing this, Grim does this.
Anyway, the poor little soldier totally wets himself. He's saying, "You think he might throw up in a minute?" He's scared enough.
So while Soldier Boy's getting intimidated over there, I will find the strength to stand up and start looking into. I don't know. Was it like really tall weeds or like
it's swampy brush?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like swamp grass and small like mangrovey, reedy type of bushes and small stunted trees.
I want to look toward the direction and just kind of scan where the arrows came from.
Okay.
The arrow flew past my face, and I don't trust that it was cross.
Okay. The one that just flew past, you mean before they attacked or the one that happened during the attack?
The one that killed our big baddie.
Okay. That was actually, as you look back around, you can see Big Hell standing back behind Grim with her bow.
Got it.
So it could be her. It could be crossed. Roll me a perception check as you're looking back behind things.
I roll me nothing. Perception. Yeah, that's a solid 9.
Okay. Yeah. Best you can think is maybe it was Big Hell.
Yeah. That
did that final arrow blow because she's kind of in that same place. She's right by Grim, kind of just behind him. But there could be other stuff here too. The people that you were following, there was a lot more than 5 of them.
Now that I have a general idea of who it might have been, I'll get back down next to darkness. Is any of her stuff still
only her magical things?
Yeah. What are those? Because
okay, Altana.
Maybe she has something on her that'll save her ass.
A tiara that.
Yeah, the tiara of water breathing.
The water breathing tiara. What else do I have that's magical? Hold on. I think that's it. That's magical. Yep.
Can Penny will go over there and like, because she doesn't fully realize what happened, she's going to make some good berries and try and like feed the corpse one.
Yeah.
Just like a hand on the hand of no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the berry just kind of sits there.
Oh, can I check in my bag and see if something?
Push it in.
We're going to come back to that in just one moment.
Okay.
Altana, you always knew when you died that you would probably go to your goddess. And, you know, the sayings and the teachings about afterlife for your particular sect are that it'll be filled with, you know, wine and pleasure and a loss of duty, that it's just going to be like the most heavenly thing ever. That's not where you're at. Where you're at is darkness. Kind of appropriately so. It makes you think of something. It makes you think of that thing you saw when you were young, when you first went to go work for Samama, before you joined the clerical orders. It's just darkness. And it's cold. And it's empty. But it's not frightening to you. You feel pretty comfortable with this, even though it's just confusing. And that voice, it's a familiar voice, echoes around you and inside you. And it says, I wondered when you would come to me. And here you are. And now it is time for you to fulfill promise. And suddenly, just like in the vision, sort of, you see a ball coming towards you, and you realize that it's your world. And you see that there's a lot more to your world than you ever knew of. The Alchemarchy is all you ever knew that existed on this planet, because it seemed like the rest of it was water. Planet, that's a new word. But you hear it in your head. And you see other lands. But you see the one that looks like, that's familiar, that shape. You know that's where you're from. And you see that it is covered on one side in a green light. And you know what that is. And the voice says, it is time. It is time for them to start over, so they do not destroy everything. And you are the hand that does this. My darkness. It is time for them to end everything and start over. And then suddenly the planet goes away and it's invisible. You know it's there, you just can't see it. In fact, you can't see anything, but you don't know if it's because it's dark here or because your eyes are closed. And then you realize it's because your eyes are closed. What do you do?
Try to open my eyes.
Okay. It actually takes a bit of an effort, and you're not sure why. And you open your eyes. And you're laying in a tomb. Like what you've frequently seen people be laid to rest, especially the rich, mostly the rich. You're laying in a tomb. And you can see light coming in through the window. You can hear the sounds of weeping outside. There's flowers all around you, and their scent reaches your nose. What do you do?
I try to get up. And see what I can see, but then I realize that I can't, and I close my eyes again.
Okay. As you get up, you realize there is some light coming in. This tomb has windows like so many of the rich ones do. You know, nice things for the deceased. And you try to get up, and you realize that you're not as tall as you thought you were. And you close your eyes again. And things don't feel right. You don't feel like Altona. Your hands seem small. You do that. Put your hands on your chest. And it is very flat.
And I think I'm not where I think I am.
Okay. There's glass in those windows. There might be a reflection.
What can I see?
You leave the beer, a place where they put a dead body out to have a viewing. Disrupting the flowers, you push through them and you get to the side where the glass is, and you look in the reflection of the light, this afternoon sun. And it's not very clear because it's kind of bright, but you can see. Good God, that's not you. You look like a boy. But you don't think you're a boy. Yeah, there's nothing there really, it's just flat. But if you reach down lower, you can feel that no, you are not a boy. You just look like a boy. You look like a young, maybe 20 something, with curly black hair, dark skin, which you know that the human beings on the northern part of the world have. Congratulations. You're now a 20-year-old black woman. And you're pretty sure you were laying on the beer that you were a black woman that was dead. Whatever's happened has put you in this place. Now, is this a real place or is this a dream? It feels real. You're feeling things. The stone feels cold. The glass feels cold. The flowers smell beautifully, by the way. And you can hear outside the doorway the sounds of weeping. Oh, geez, your clothes. You'll notice your clothes are really nice. You're wearing like silk, just a loose silk robe. It is really soft. It's got embroidery on the sides and lots of gold jewelry everywhere. Whoever this was, dream or real, they were pretty well off. So what do you do?
So I try to rise and stand and see if I can and if I can physically be in this place and rise and try to exit it.
Okay, you stand, you realize that your feet are bare. With the jingling of all of this jewelry you're wearing, you move to the doorway. And as you reach for the door, there's a wrench of disorientation for just a moment, like dizziness. And then all of a sudden, your feet are in mud. And you know this place. This is the swamp. And you can hear weeping over there. That sounds kind of familiar.
Do I recognize the sounds of the voices?
Things have been pretty shocking. Roll me a wisdom check. Let's see.
Oh, that's a 20 plus.
Okay. Oh, 20, that for sure.
Natural 20, yeah.
Yep. You hear Orkilia and Aramiel, and they seem to be crying.
And how can I perceive myself? Am I still this black woman?
Yes, you are.
Uh-huh. And I'm still inside of the beer.
No, you're not there anymore. You're standing in the
swamp.
Now you're standing in the mud of the swamp.
Uh-huh.
It felt a lot like when you went into the dragon realm, when you guys had that communal dream, that just shock of disorientation, except you feel much like you did then, like you are physically here.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to try to call out Orkilia. Aramio.
She was so beautiful.
I would miss her so much.
Why won't she eat my berry?
She's the best cleric.
She's not eating my berry. I don't understand.
And you guys hear a voice that you do not recognize. It sounds like a kind of a young female voice with a strange accent. Actually, Orkilia, you would recognize that accent because your village was up north as well.
Orkilia. Aramial. Penny.
Who is that? Do you guys see that?
I'll look around. Do I see you? Or are you standing just right there?
Aramial.
She's not in view, so you're going to have to move to see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoever is talking.
I will. I'll do that. I'll on my guard kind of thing because I'm the least injured out of everyone. So I'm being very protective now.
Grim will actually come over and make sure that you're okay as you.
Thank you. Oh. Penny says nothing.
We don't see you yet.
Yeah.
No,
I'm still mourning Altana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll roll a perception to see if I can get an idea of where it's coming from.
Yeah, you guys hear a voice that's calling your names like it knows you, but it's not a familiar voice at all. And it is through the brush, out of view, just a little ways away. Could be a trick, could be somebody from the camp, for all you know.
I got a 12 on my perception check. Do I know where it's coming from?
To the west.
God damn it. Okay.
Orkilia. Oh, I sound so funny.
Yeah, now's not a really good time to be funny, man. We just lost one of our friends. And if you could just come out and say hi, I don't know who you are.
Penny grabs a stick with her one hand.
How do you know us?
Altana, do you move towards where you hear their voices at?
Yes, I move towards them, but the swamp, it's so heavy. I'm moving slowly.
And it hurts your feet, because your feet are naked. All right. And you move through the brush, and after just a little bit, you see quite the sight. Opposite you, kind of south of you, you see Big Hell, tall orcish woman with a bow knocked, looking around very suspiciously, trying to make sure nobody sneaks up on anybody. And she looks in your direction as you come through and raises her bow. You see burned and scorched circle on the ground. It looks like nothing could have survived that. And within that burned circle are 5 dead bodies, one of which has been burned, or one of which has not been burned. The others have been burned beyond recognition. The body that has not been burned is the mage, dead on the ground. Her belt has been carefully removed and is dangling with the components off of it in Aramiel's hand. The components are still standing there. He and Orkilia are standing over one of the bodies and crying. Penny is standing there too, looking very confused. She's no longer in her wolf form. And Grim is standing next to, outside of the circle of burn, one of the soldiers who's standing there with his hands raised. And Grim looks very grim. And that's what you see. You guys, if anybody notices, while you're thinking, Grim, you'll notice because you're not busy over the body. This woman seems like a woman. Young, very thin, willowy, very dark skin, but otherwise looks human. Is human. You've seen dark-skinned humans in the books. That's normal and okay. And she's got a beautiful red silk robe on with embroidery and lots of jewelry. And she looks fairly young, and she's looking at all of you in this situation very kind of confused.
Grim will just get up and walk over. Hi, who are you?
Grim, it's me, Darkness. What?
That is not funny. That is not funny at all. Now tell me who you are.
Darkness?
The mage, she is dead. This is good.
Alright, that's not okay. We don't know you, lady. And you're just standing there going, yeah, I have the same name, and it's fine that your friend is dead. This is not okay.
Penny goes up.
What's your business?
Penny's gonna come right over to you and look at you right in the eye. Can I roll an insight check to see if I can tell if she's telling the truth?
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, I got natural 20.
Oh my god.
Lots of 20s tonight. Holy cow.
This is so probably next game I'm gonna roll all ones.
Like you did last game.
Like I did last game. So that's
your
natural 20
insight
plus
says,
4, so 24.
That body language and pulse and everything that sounds, she believes she's telling the truth.
I'm gonna touch you with my one hand. Darkness?
Penny, don't be rude.
And I'm looking at the jewelry and the clothes, and I can hear my voice. and I can see them that they don't recognize me, and I'm just confused. But I also remember the darkness. And I say to them, the darkness. I am darkness.
Sounds like a threat, right?
I don't know what that means.
Where did you come from?
Can I sniff her? Does she smell like Altana?
Not at all.
Okay.
In fact, it's interesting because she smells just the tiniest bit of decay.
I'm confused. Someone's going to have to sit here and explain what's going on. And frankly, we probably shouldn't be doing it in the middle of all of this.
Agreed. We should figure out what's going on here and go somewhere safe. Where is safe? I don't even know where safe is anymore.
I don't know, but it's definitely not in the middle of where we are. Woof.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of a finished battlefield.
And the wildcat leaps across the battlefield, chasing a rat.
Okay.
And then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
Then he's going to do the only thing he knows to do at this point, which is loot the other bodies.
Perfect.
We've seen that happen.
Yeah, certain pragmatism now.
Okay, we're going to do that and then go
So we gotta get out of here. And you, whoever, whatever you are, I guess come with us. I don't know. I'm
Wait,
a little disappointed.
I'm gonna
Neil, you have the components.
I'm going to.
I have them, but also before we leave, I would like to do like a not just leave Altana's our wonderful adventurer's body just laying. I feel like we should like maybe throw her a funeral, bury her like like a human.
Penny's gonna take.
Yes.
Penny's gonna take your hand,
Pick her up.
New Altana, and like drag you over to the corpse of her friend and be like, "She won't eat. Can you help?"
Can I recognize this as my old body?
You look at it and it's a jolt. Because yeah. You can recognize that in the burned skin, the tattooing of your holy symbol is there. It's burned and it's crisp, but it's there. The tiara that you were wearing has left. That's like the only part of the body that's not burned. Yeah, that was you, and it's disgusting right now. It's like something from the worst horror movie that you would have ever seen. It's so burned and twisted and melted. I just look at each of them and I say, I don't know. And I look at the body that I'm in. I don't know.
Well,
it's me.
Okay. There have been a lot of really weird things going on lately. I'm willing to believe this for now, mostly because I'm in a lot of shock, and I think a lot of us are. And frankly, we still have friends that we have to go find immediately. So, Aurelio, you have her body. New person, I guess come with us. In the meantime, we gotta get moving. Yeah?
Great.
Grim finishes with all the bodies he can.
Okay.
And as soon as he's done, he goes up to Orkelia. So is this a normal sort of thing?
What's normal?
The new lady that claims to be the lady that just died. I don't
have answers for you, man.
I don't think I'm understanding.
Same. But we gotta get off the main road. Big Hal?
I am just gonna take that tiara because I really liked it. I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah, the little black girl. I say little, but she's like 20. But she's tall and very thin, and really quite pretty. Takes the tiara off of the dead body. You put it on? No, or do you
just tuck it into my sleeve?
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, she was in my arms. Do I see her doing that? I might.
Oh, everybody sees her do that.
We're all just like,
And then I think about how I just looted the Alchemage's body, and I'm like,
Okay. Puzzle time. And Big Hal has been watching, and she turns and says, "I think there's more coming. We need to get going."
yeah.
let's get out of the
Let's
road.
go. We'll figure this shit out along the way.
Right.
Absolutely.
I've found this. Okay.
Okay, and Grim, what you found on the bodies? Only 2 of the swords are still intact. Only 1 set of armor. There's the guy. That one of them is the guy who's still standing there with this, like, while you guys have been all distracted, as a matter of fact. Roll me a perception check, everybody.
Ooh.
I was trying to get us to go.
15.
14.
23, 18 plus my 5.
23.
Nice. 16 for
Okay.
me.
Everybody who got over a 15, you'll notice that the soldier, as you guys are all looking at
Did he
Altana's
sneak
body
away?
and doing that, he just starts backing towards the woods, and after just a moment turns and runs. He's unarmed.
I run after
So
him.
much information.
Mm-hmm.
Big gesture towards Big Hal. Big Hal, arrow.
No. Grab your arm, push it down. I'm just
He's running. If he's a deserter, we gave him every chance in the
No,
world.
Grim's chasing after him though.
Grim went after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sprinting at this
Right.
guy.
Yeah, Big Hal
Okay.
raises her bow, sees Grim going after him, and decides that the one soldier
Yeah.
you guys can handle. If we go this way, we can find some. I think there's a. This is one of my places I go to ground, so follow me. And she heads off into the brush. Strangely enough, kind of back towards where. Everybody say hello to John. Past where the bodies are, like where they came from, and she's heading in that direction. Grim, you're chasing him. What you do?
I just form tackle him.
Okay, roll me a grapple
Okay, that's just a
or tackle.
strength plus. That's a 21.
Nice.
He rolled a 3.
Great.
You easily tackle him because he's like really shaken up right now, and he smells like pee. When you tackle him, you get a nice face full of pee pants. It's disgusting, but you do get him right onto the ground. So do you eat him?
I made a promise.
Oh no! Is he out of sight?
No,
Stay out of sight.
no. No, unless you let him get that far.
No,
Remember
probably not
that
that
we
far.
could get information from him.
Grim is going to. Grim's going to bite off his ear.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, ow! In your as a human. So
Does
you guys,
Penny see this?
see this. Though anybody who turned to look and watch Grim tackle the guy, which was probably all of you, because this guy was getting away. Grim tackles him, reaches up, and literally, in his human mouth, bites off his ear.
Penny's
The
gonna.
the Gracie brothers have nothing on you.
Yeah. Penny goes, no.
Grim spits it out. You taste horrible.
Yeah, because the smell of pee is so strong, it even tastes like pee, and you're not sure why that even works.
Sorry.
And in If you hear Grim talking right now, he does not sound like Grim.
He doesn't sound human.
Nice.
Well, let me see if you notice.
Whoa, awesome.
All right, everybody roll me a perception check with advantage to see if you noticed that with everything going on.
18 plus 7.
21.
Yep, same.
25.
21.
Okay, everybody noticed. Everybody noticed that Grim's voice seemed to change as he bites off the guy's ear. The guy starts screaming and struggling.
Grim picks him up with one arm.
Okay.
And starts walking him back.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Really good advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
With advantage?
Being who you are.
That was pretty good, but let's go for... oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a 25.
Okay,
Nice.
easily. Weird. This like... Yeah, he looks muscular, but he doesn't look that muscular. He picks this guy up like with one hand like he's nothing and starts walking back, growling towards the rest of you. But he still looks, I mean, he's human. He's you know, dude, whoever his trainer is.
I think his trainer is a guy named Chris.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, good. I heard of it.
Yeah, I heard he's good. Okay, comes back to the party.
When he gets there, he throws him at everyone's feet.
All right, you now have a soldier at your feet, a strange woman standing at your side with a pilfered tiara, a dead body in Ramiel's arms, and Big Hell walking off into the brush, expecting you all to follow. Ramiel, you're still holding chains of 4 components on this belt. When you touch the belt and you took it off of her, the clasp is easy and stuff. A lot easier than when you took the stuff off of the component A470, now known as Penny. But the manacles that attach it to the components,
I couldn't break.
You couldn't just get off. You got that little shock, but holding it, you also got a strange sensation. And you remember that when Orkilia got Penny's chain, none of the rest of you could take it away from her. She became the magical owner of the component. You are now the magical owner of 4 components.
Yeah. Well, I would like to turn around to them and make sure that they're comfy, because I imagine those shackles friggin' suck, and I'm gonna go down, and because I can't break the shackles.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do like you did the first time, where you just take the damage.
Yeah, I have 33 points of damage right now. I mean, 33 health points left. So, I mean, I don't know if I can do that for all 4 and succeed.
Yes, you might want to wait.
We also really don't have time. We have to get off of the road. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Grim kicks the guy on the ground in the butt.
Also, Grim, you and I are gonna have a whole conversation later. Got it, buddy?
You should follow the nice lady, he says to
The guy is going with you. Okay.
You should do it quickly.
And he does. He gets up and he's like, "What are you?" And he starts moving very quickly after. Then he looks around and he says, "Which one's nice?"
I'm going to cast on him. I'm going to put my one hand over that poor guy's ear and cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Just because Penny.
Friendly reminder that I am sitting here at 11 hit points.
Oh, I'll get there. Hold on. And then she's gonna turn.
She's like trying to revive a dead character for Barry. She's healing an NPC.
Hey, I have 9 more
Come on,
berries.
you guys. This is in character. You have tried to save every single monster that I have thrown up against you.
Actually, yeah, this is the first time Penny's actually killed anything that you guys have seen.
Successfully,
yeah.
anyway.
So Penny, after she heals his ear, she's gonna turn to you, Grim, and be like, "No, don't do that."
Yeah, it was awful.
And you point, and she points to her ear, and you'll notice her ear is missing as well.
Yeah, and my
It
other
was
ear,
at some
like
point
one of
cut
my
off.
ears has like a bunch cut off, but you don't know that I did that to myself. But the other one is like gone. Like, don't.
But I warned him not to try to run and to answer our questions, or else...
Then you grab him.
Well, I don't think he's going to run away anymore now.
No.
No?
Then you grab him. You don't
He looks
hurt.
really confused.
That's our...
Confused and maybe
Yeah, I know.
a bit
Penny,
hurt.
yeah. No, she's not. She's like... She touches you and she's like... And she kind of like tries to reach up and pat you a little bit, but it's like, don't do
He'll
that
back down just
anymore.
a little bit.
Yeah. No more.
But he seems like really upset. I thought I did a good thing.
It's okay, buddy. We'll explain later. I'm starting to walk, by the way. I've been trying to get us to move this whole time. I'm going.
Yeah. We can
So
walk
you'll
now.
notice that Big Hill is actually quite a bit ahead of you guys now, and Orkelia is following her. You guys are all lagging kind of behind.
Yeah. I'm going to...
As they head off into the brush.
Yeah. While we're walking, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Orkelia at 2nd level.
Okay. Penny comes up behind you fairly quickly. You're surprised that she moves so quickly to catch up, and touches you, and suddenly you feel a little better.
Ooh, you feel quite a bit better, actually. What are you doing?
Altana, going through the muck in bare feet is really quite uncomfortable.
You heal for 20 points.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And is the body that Aramiel's carrying my old one
Yes.
still?
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if it wasn't.
I just got the random guy. Oh,
Right.
I'm sorry, a mistake.
Whoops.
You've got all those components and that of making sure.
Yeah, he's
All
looking pretty burdened, but he's very strong. So.
Ramiel the horse.
Yep.
What a mighty steed.
Funny how nobody ever rides him though.
I wasn't going to make the joke.
He's pretty
On
bummed
the jam,
out
I
about
can
it.
do that. Yeah, I can
He's
do
pretty
that.
bummed out about it too, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, and you guys keep moving on. Altana, there's some changes that are going to be happening to your character sheet. So if you'll make a note of these.
Mhm.
In this new body, you are 20 years old.
Mhm.
You are 6 foot tall.
Nice.
Yeah, very thin. Your charisma goes up by 1.
Uh-huh.
Your constitution goes down by 1.
Okay.
And your strength, your constitution goes down by 2, your strength goes up by 1. So wisdom or charisma and strength go up. Constitution goes down because this was a dead body.
Charisma and Constitution
No,
up 1.
no, charisma and strength up 1.
Charisma and Strength
Mhm.
up 1. Got it.
Constitution down 2.
Constitution down 2. Okay. And 20 years old and okay. And so I'm just sort of getting closer and closer to Aramiel carrying the body
Mm-hmm.
and looking at it and recognizing more and more what's actually happening
Mm-hmm.
and just sort of maybe touching that body a little bit and I don't know.
It feels,
wanted-
yeah, it feels
wanted to ask
overwhelming,
you-
doesn't it?
I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you too, if you're really Altana, where would you like your body to rest?
It doesn't matter. This body takes she answers really slowly when you say that, and she looks at the body that's charred and crispy, and she looks at the new body, and she sort of moves through sadness to maybe a little curiosity and excitement and says, it doesn't matter. The body doesn't matter.
I don't know. My body matters an awful lot to me.
Well, I haven't tried Dawn yet, but it is. I don't think your case is most people. I think for most of it's one and done.
Yeah. So explain to me what just happened here.
As you guys are going and talking and carrying the body, following Big Hill, she leads you into the brush, and past this one tree, she takes like a sharp left and then another sharp right, and it's almost like a switchback to a place where it looks like you shouldn't be able to pass. The brush is much too thick. But as you get to it, you realize that that's actually an optical illusion, and that you can actually go right between the trees and stuff. And on the back side of it, there is a little swampy hut. It's just a ramshackle little building, but it's got a door, and it's wood, and that's where she peeks her head in, looks around, then opens the door and gestures for everybody that they can go in.
Can I do... Yeah, sorry.
All right.
Can I do a perception check to see if I hear anything that's not us?
Okay.
Just in case. I know she checked inside, but just, if I hear somebody outside, like the sound of people or things walking towards us from 16 plus math, 23.
23, yes, you definitely do hear something that is behind the hut. And Big Hal's looking in the same direction. Do you do anything?
How far is that? Or how far is Big Hal from me?
Yeah, she's, because she was in the lead, she's probably a good 10, 15 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
If you kept up, if you fell back with all of the conversations with Ramiel and Darkness, then she's probably more like 40 feet away from you.
Okay. I did not fall back.
Okay. That's right, because you rushed forward to be able to heal Orkelia.
Yeah.
Okay. And you get a scent with that perception check.
Okay.
It's the scent of wolf.
Oh! So the sound I'm hearing could be a wolf. Does it sound like 4 legs?
Oh, absolutely.
Penny gets, she starts to light up just a little bit. She's still on edge. And I'm going to stealth around to the back to see if I can see any wolves back there.
Okay. You start to stealth around to the back.
I'm sure it's not going to work too well, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, because...
they could smell me.
Do you still have my extra stealth? You never used my extra stealth like you.
And it's for an hour.
You said it lasts for an hour. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, it depends on how long all of the looting and everything took.
Yeah.
How much time you took, and then the travel to the thing. So it's probably worn off by now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's an 18 anyway, so.
Okay. You do manage to stealth around for everybody else. Everybody else, you lose sight of Penny for a moment. However,
you can still smell
the
her.
wolf notices you. And yes, a wolf does come around, and it actually walks right up to Big Hell.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And she puts her hand on its head and says, "All right, y'all. I'm Big L. This is Lil L."
There are 2 of you?
Indeed.
Hi.
Eyes everywhere.
A lot of hell.
So I'm guessing I'm going all the way around the shack because the wolf came from the other side as I was going. Yeah, okay.
You'll notice that the back of the shack butts up right against the rock face.
Nice.
Of just muddy rocks and trees and stuff behind it. So it's hard to get, you can get between those and stuff, but an army couldn't come up behind the shack. They'd have to come up from the front or the sides.
Nice.
But then the area around it is, just kind of barely cleared. Although it started to overgrow, it's clear she hasn't been here for a little while. Does anybody go inside?
I'm going to go to the wolf.
Grim will take the prisoner inside.
Okay. You take the prisoner inside, and once you get inside, you see it's a wooden shack. There's a rough wooden pallet for a bed. There is what looks like a fireplace or fire pit that's up on one side, but the difference on this one is the windows, they have like shingled covers on them, so you can show light or not show light. But it's interesting because the top of the chimney is different than anything you've ever actually seen before, or on the inside. You're not sure why it's different.
That's so interesting.
So if there's a little hell and there's a big hell, who's medium hell?
I would probably say that's our situation.
Fair point. That's a good point.
All right, are you all coming inside or not?
Yeah. What are the chances you had a whole bunch of components just like wander on in?
No, that's what we were chasing. We're trying to get them back.
Yeah. I was just really hoping.
Yeah, me too. It would be nice if magically they were there, but life isn't that easy. And she gestures again, and then she goes into the shack.
Hey, pal, what's your name?
You bit my ear off. You're gonna kill me, I know it. Why should I tell you anything? You're just gonna kill me.
I don't want to kill you.
Yes, you do. You bit my ear off.
I'm telling you what will happen if you don't do as I say. It's very simple.
You're just as bad as they are, he says, and he says, my name's Terry.
Okay, Terry. Terry, I want to see you live through this. I really do.
You can see from his face that he doesn't believe you in even the slightest bit.
Hell, I don't believe you.
I need you to sit down and not try to get away.
Once we're locked in here, where can I go?
I don't know. You seem pretty tricky to me.
If I was tricky, I would have gotten away. I'm not the tricky one. I'm just a fighter.
If you want to know a secret, you never would have gotten away.
Okay. On that lovely line, I think because she hasn't been paying any attention until that part.
Yeah, everyone was like,
It's just that line. It's a swoop hand through your arm and just starts like pulling you away. Like, hey, let's leave that guy alone for like half a second. You and I have to have a conversation anyway. Hey, buddy, you all right? You good? You look fine. All right, we're
His
gonna be.
name is Terry.
Terry, you're terrified.
Terry.
I get it.
yeah, terrified terror. I'm sorry, the chat's hysterical.
On this episode of Good
Good
Eating.
Eats.
I think that needs to be the title of this one. Hold on. Oh my god.
There you go. To serve man.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
And on this note, we're at 4 o'clock, or 9 o'clock, not 4 o'clock, geez, I'm still in the old time. We are at 9 o'clock, and this is where we're going to end the game for tonight. You're in a safe place, maybe.
Terry's
With an interesting conversation, maybe. And we'll go from there. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Thank you for joining.
Nobody died fully. The only one that died was the only one that could have died.
And come back.
And been okay.
awesome.
Terry made it too.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
So we say thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.